Hello, everyone. My name is Jared White, and I'm here to shed light on the pressing matter about the environmental justice issues surrounding the Corpus Christi and LNG facilities. I believe it is important to shed light on cases like these because it's very informative and eye-opening to know the implications fossil fuel pollutants have on our environment in numerous communities locally and internationally. The LNG facility located on the Gulf Coast of Texas is a major industry project aimed at exporting liquefied natural gas to international markets. The LNG facility became the second largest emitter of nitrogen oxide in Texas. The facility is almost entirely supplied by gas from Permian Basin in West Texas, which is known to be among the worst methane emitting gas extraction sites in the country. It is owned by the Cheniere Energy, a large fossil fuel corporation, and is behind the LNG facility. The facility was built in 2018 and sits over 1,000 acres and includes storage tanks, pipelines, and tank ship docks. These heavily polluting facilities take a toll on public health and the environment. Environmental groups like the Sahara Club organization are fighting against the expansion and advocating for environmental justice. In June 2021, the Sahara Club, the Environmental Integrity Project, and the Portland Citizens United reached out to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, requesting a public case hearing to contest another permit application by the Cheniere Energy Group. Not only does the Sahara Club contest the energy crisis argument, Cheniere uses pointing to the fact that it will take several years before the expansion is completed, but it also criticizes the company's lack of consideration for the distributive dimension of the promised economic benefits. So it goes into talking about the impacts of how these facilities encompass air and water pollution, habitat destruction, and potential safety hazards associated with the LNG transportation and storage. These pollutants contribute to global warming issues and can lead to people's health risks like respiratory problems, skin irritation like asthma. And the outcome of these cases highlights the deficiencies in the current regulatory frameworks for ensuring environmental justice and pressing for the need for environmental changes that put ecological sustainability and community well-being first. So, from my perspective of what I've learned through researching this case, I believe the climate justice and fossil fuels are a very pressing issue that needs to be touched on deeper issues of climate justice and like the human rights and ecological integrity. So fossil fuels are I believe the fossil fuels are the main contributor to climate change because of the burning of coal, oil, natural gases release greenhouse gases that trap heat in the atmosphere, leading to rising in temperatures and leading to the domino effect, causing extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruption of ecosystems. So climate change, it impacts a whole bunch of vulnerable communities around the world. And the LNG facility serves as a reminder of how crucial it is to deal with these interconnected issues and how important it is to have fair and sustainable energy for the future. So I believe that it needs to be greater attention that needs to be given from moving away from fossil fuels and toward renewable energy sources like solar power and wind power, so we can protect the health and welfare of local communities who live close to polluting facilities, in addition to stopping the negative effects of climate change and these toxic gases that are being emitted into the earth in the atmosphere. But for me, I was particularly shocked by the degree of the environmental injustice connected to the LNG facility. It's because it is really troubling that these facilities are being targeted at communities of color and low-income neighborhoods. Also, how the whole operation of the LNG plants require an estimated of 3.78 million gallons of water per day, and 3% of gas extracted in the Permian Basin is leaked into the atmosphere. Like, that's mind blowing. And our bodies are taking in all these toxic pollutants, and it's like gets in the water that we drink, and it's mind blowing to me how that these emitted pollutants in the air or in the water could probably play a role in some of the health issues I even have now, because I have asthma and I had cancer. So like, it makes me wonder if it plays in a role of how I live my daily life, and if it even causes some of the health issues I have going on right now.